All right, that time again. It's time for Chapter 5. You guys better study. It will be here sooner than you think. Time for a little screen share. Let's go to Chapter 5 review. Make sure that you know all of these as far as the 6 classes of nutrients. It will be a fill in the blank. It's not going to be anything to do with, you pick them off a word bank. We've watched plenty of movies, and with those movies, you need to make sure that you know that list the 4 vitamins that are fat soluble, that need fat in order to be soluble. A, E, D, and K. All elephants drink Kool-Aid. Can you remember that one? We also saw a YouTube video, and it talked about steroids. So you need to list 4 of the side effects mentioned in the video or taken from the notes that I told you. Some of them, so you make sure, I hope that you took those deals as far as your notes and put that in your notes. All right, list 4 of the side effects of a body that does not have fat. You'll remember that girl. She came out of the bathroom. She had, acne, bad vision. Remember why she was in the bathroom. She had really bad teeth. Those are 4 of them right there. So I'm going to try and make sure that that is on our notes page so that you can view that video again. Another video will be, as one gains fat tissue, the number of adipose sites remain the same. Remember the gasoline that she talked about? It's not that you get more gas tanks, it's just that that gas tank gets bigger. So know if that's true or false. Fat is not used by the body as a shock absorber for internal organs. And also, you need to know that one's BMR, okay, one's basal metabolic rate, how many calories you burn and doing what. Although it's not in your notes, we talked about it enough in class that it makes it a super valid question for your test. Also on slides, let's go back to the slides now. Slide 4, you need to know whether or not this is a true statement. Is that true? So if you take 100% or 100 times recommended daily allowance, or if you take 10 times of that, so it's 1,000, does that mean that you're going to be 10 times better an athlete? Are there adverse effects of taking too much vitamins? Can that happen? And also, that you're in the United States, so will a normal diet supply all the nutrition you need? Slide 5. Go to 5. Calcium deficiency. All right. Is it a main cause of osteoporosis? What is osteoporosis? We talked about that. Slide 6. Still with iron deficiency. All right. What does it have to do with hemoglobin? Why do you need the iron? All right. Slide 7. On 7, eating a variety of foods, especially protein-rich foods, can easily meet these demands on whether or not you need to have protein supplementation. Yes or no? All right, we're cruising on to from 7 to 8. Creatine is a natural organic compound. We also said that you get it, that your body makes creatine. I also said if you start taking creatine that your body quits making creatine. So without a longitudinal study, do we know what those effects are? But whether or not it's a natural organic compound, you need to know that. Why do people take it? Well, we talked about that also. And to decrease recovery time between workouts, one must increase your water to offset your cramping. And how much water do you have to increase it by? That was brought up in class. And 9, slide 9. How about sugars? We talked about that. Every athlete's different, but obviously they can be beneficial if ingested before an activity. Simple sugars are nothing more than energy. So the more energy you got, the better you feel, etc. All right, 9. We're going to go to 14. Okay? Pre-game meal on 14. Should you eat your dairy products for a pre-game meal? And anything else with 14? No. 15. Slide 15. You need to know those percentages. Okay? For male, the average male college female and the average college male, what is the percent of lean body mass? That's what you need to be concerned about. All right? So, next slide is slide number 16. Okay? Obesity has been declared a major risk factor to heart attacks, adding it to a list that includes smoking, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and sedentary lifestyle. So all of the following were spoken of being a major risk factor for a heart attack, except, so if you need to know those to know which one in your choices is not an option. Slide 17, body composition. How do you measure body composition? You need to know those. It will also be one that says which one is not a means of body composition. All right, slide 18. On slide 18, we need to know where the skin fold measurements are for women. And the next one, 19, you need to know where the skin fold measurements are for men. Got that? Women and men. Okay. Slide 20 tells you about your basal metabolic rate. We talked about that extensively, wanting to know what your BMR is. What is it that your basal metabolic rate is it measuring? It's measuring your metabolism, but when and what are you doing to measure that metabolism? All right, 21. Number 21, bulimia. All the following are side effects of a person who is suffering from bulimia, except. So here are your side effects. All right. So remember, you're going to get bad teeth because what's in your stomach? Well, plenty of acid. It's also going to disrupt your heart rhythm and it'll give you liver damage. So 22, anorexia nervosa. Definitely referral to psychiatric help. They're very secretive. They have a distorted body image and a major concern with weight. So take care of 22. As I'm looking over our little test, that seems to be about it. Know your movies. I will post those movies on your notes page if you need to watch them again. I know they are not Academy Award-winning movies, but at the same time, you've got to know them in order to do well on your test. Good luck. Study hard. Don't blow it off. Make sure that when you study that you don't study only that day that you're taking the test, because your brain needs to file the information, and it does that when you're sleeping. So, all right, catch you later.